And it's it's the name of a person, I believe. I can't remember it, but it's a bar in Nashville, and it's a place that it's hard to get in there to play. For one, you got to be really talented. It's probably hard. I'm sure it is. When we were there, the bars that all we went into, I mean, not all of them were great musicians, but none of them were bad. And there was just as much talent out on the street, Oh, absolutely. Those three girls we saw.
Yeah, we also, like we said in the last podcast, we also kind of went during like an afternoon on like a weekday.
Yeah, so it wasn't really popping as much. But
the bar I'm thinking of, it's not like stars will play.
It's like one name, right? I mean, it's like, or a couple names or something.
Yeah, and I can't really.
We know it's not Legends. We know it's not Tootsie.
You think we'll be able to podcast from there though when we go?
Oh gosh, I might make a couple phone calls, man.
Okay.
I might see
what we can
do. Guys, ladies and gentlemen,
talking about next year?
This is exactly. This is They Call Us the Breeze. There's only one way to do it, so let's get to it. Let's go.
Every Thursday night, like us or not.
That's right. We're here out in the Tiger Cage. It's They Call Us the Breeze, everyone. Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra.
Yes.
We do this little podcast here every Thursday night, and you get to hear it on Monday. But check out the YouTube live stream right now. Go to YouTube, type in They Call Us the Breeze. We're streaming right now. You can check out the video. And then, of course, by Monday, we have it out on all the platforms that you listen to your podcasts on. So, like I said last time, for every one of you that's out there listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't. So tell your friends about us, guys. I hope you enjoy it as much as we do. And we got a really good show for you tonight.
I can't wait. Yeah. What do we have? What do we have on deck tonight?
Okay, so we got our first whiteboard up here. Now we have segments kind of charted out. That way everyone knows what page we're on. And tonight we have... we're going to talk about flights. We booked our flight for Nashville, and we're getting excited about our trip to Nashville.
We're coming for you, Nashville.
We're gonna find that bar that we're talking about.
That's right. Exactly. So we're going to talk about flights and maybe some bad flying experiences or airport experiences. We're also going to talk about, should the boys do an escape room when we're in Nashville?
That would be really cool.
I think we should. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We do have haters gonna hate tonight, guys. We're gonna talk about upstairs neighbors. I know it sounds pretty obvious, but I've got some fun shit to talk about, and I'm sure Ryan's got some stories.
Something to back
I know Dad doesn't. Maybe he had some noisy hotel mates next door or something.
Back when you used to tour, right? In the 70s,
Oh, yeah, absolutely. With Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Do you remember
Michael? He was there, dude. And then we're going to talk a little bit about video games. I've got some memories that Dad might remember about video games. And, of course, I might talk a little bit about some video games that I loved to play back in the day. I know Ryan's played some video games, and I know Dad has
Nintendo baseball we used to play.
Yep.
Boy, was that ancient.
He was safe by a mile.
You're out.
He was safe.
You're out.
Man, and little blocky guys try to run in and catch a fly ball.
Yeah, so that'll be fun to recant some of your memories on that
stuff.
Dude,
what if I played that? Like, you're safe by... Like, okay, I always think about walk-up songs, right? Because you're in your Tropicana. Say I play for the Rays. We all play for the Rays. Like, you had a walk-up song. I don't know, man. That would be funny.
Walk-up song.
Like, he's safe by a mile. You're like, for the heads. I don't know. What would your walk-up song be? Dad, what would your walk-up song be for stepping in the box? Ladies and gentlemen, number 10, Michael Breachak.
Dun, dun, dun.
The theme from
Space Odyssey.
A theme from...
And then I'll step into the batter's box when they finish.
Oh, you're talking about Olympics?
I'm talking about baseball. Elvis Presley.
A theme from 2001
Space Odyssey. Now let me ask you a question.
That's how Elvis enters the stage. That would just freak everybody out, wouldn't it? And then I go out there with a cape on and then throw the cape to the bat boy.
Well, it's got to be what does Mac wear when he tries to do the shot on Always Sunny? It's
duster.
The duster. Yeah, you have to have a duster.
The long duster
But here's
jacket.
the question, right? Because intro songs usually go like, 13 seconds? That is a build-up for about a minute. So are you going to fall? Or are you going to just take extra slow time to get out there? Because you need the crescendo.
Right, extra
Just
slow
him
time. Extra
eating,
slow time.
him
Look up to
beefing
the
it.
crowd.
Yeah,
and
just keep
eating
beefing
look
shit.
up to the
till it
crowd
gets
in
to
left
the-
field and wave. Look up to
Like,
the crowd in right
not-
field and wave, and then proceed to strike out and then go back to the dugout.
Exactly. And then Jeremy's up to bat right after that. He's cleanup hit. What are you playing?
I mean, this just reminded me of this scene from Park and Rec where Leslie's running for mayor and they do it on the ice. They're trying to walk across.
your feet.
Get on your feet.
Do they have
That's
little
like, that's like when the Lightly played.
Oh, then mine would be Little Sebastian. I would just play Little Sebastian coming out.
Little Sebastian.
Busted his ass on the ice and
Oh
fell.
my god,
That's
dude.
like
If
when,
we were on the same baseball team, our walk-up music would change once a week. and it would
Speaking
be-
of Little Sebastian, did you know that Mouse Rat came out with an album? They have the album finally came out
Oh,
like
my
last month or the
goodness.
month before.
Mouse Rat.
Yeah, it's
What
a
they
band-
couldn't decide.
Well, you know The Office, and you know how there's the Parks and Recs with
They had a
you heard
lot of
Ron
different names.
Swanson with the mustache and Amy Poehler. And well, the dumbass Andy on that show had a band called Mouse Rat. And throughout the series, his band plays different events, and there's different songs that he writes.
He is just a
10
rear
like one of them,
He
one of
sounds
them's
like
called 10,000 Candles in the Wind for their dead mini horse, Little Sebastian. That's like the town mascot. So they actually cut an album like 2 months ago, like and released it.
Plagiarizing Elton John. Huh?
Released it and put it on vinyl and everything. So-
we have to really get hang
we
out
should get a
and
copy
just,
of that.
And, yeah, we got to get that.
or at least stream it. Like figure out, yeah. Sex Hair. I believe Sex Hair is on there.
When you guys were talking about
First
that
it
guy,
was Nothing Rhymes with Orange, then it was Everything Rhymes with Orange, then it was Rap Mouse.
that guy busted his ass on the ice. Is that what you're saying? When we were playing, was it the Montreal Canadiens? That one guy, like I thought, I can't remember if it was the second or third game. The one guy, the rough guy that was always causing all the problems for the island, the Canadians.
Perry? No.
No,
Corey Perry was our
the short guy, the tough one.
Oh,
When you bust out through the tunnel and then you step out on the ice and he fell and busted his ass.
Yeah, he biffed it. I
think it was in Tampa.
That's the worst fear.
The fuck out.
Yeah,
Man, I've been a professional ice skater for like
You know what? I think I'm gonna
since
biff.
I was 3, and I just busted my ass on live television.
Yeah,
I
right.
feel like-
Since I could walk, I could skate.
When we take our flight to Tennessee, I'm gonna probably be falling over on some stuff. Let's just be real. How's that flight gonna go?
I don't know. Well, we're going to be
If you do, when you do, pick the bar stool back up.
Yeah, so
We
for
don't
all
wanna
you
get
all
kicked
out there, listeners land, we're going to be flying up again, like we said, to Nashville. How's this flight going to go? What time do we leave?
Well, I think it's it's about the afternoon, about 11:30, something like that. And then it's a 45-minute flight, but we lose an hour, so we show up on, time-wise, we show up really quickly. We don't sit together. And I know I will be drinking. So those are
can we
three
just-
Probably a good
details
thing.
that I have.
I don't know if you can drink right now on flights.
I will bring
I will.
little airplane
I will.
bottles.
You're like,
'cause
I know
they-
you-
they
I know
can't
you
stop
can't.
you from doing that.
Yeah, we got this. We're just going
Carry
to be
on
sending
liquids.
drinks around, right?
I
Like,
don't know.
hey,
I bet they can.
you see those guys up there? You see that dude in the Navy hat?
Yeah.
Can we go ahead and just grab him a case?
Yeah, grab 'em a couple beers. How many beers can we order at one time?
No one has ever asked me that question.
All right, well then just give each of us 6, and we'll start there.
Okay, how about we're going to start you off with 2, and then we'll see where we go from there.
I don't know if Dad's ever seen
Are
that.
you guys
episode.
going to have any video games?
Oh, man,
or
no,
video,
it's gonna be-
trivia questions.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that one time we flew over to
San Diego.
see brother Adam. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and we
they-
just kept
they were
sending
doing,
beers back.
Jeremy was winning every one of them.
Oh
He couldn't
yeah,
drink.
I won 4 in a row. No, I could drink. I had 2, and I was like, well, I already had 2.
You did not win 4. You
Yes,
won
I
2
did.
questions.
I won 4.
He sent 2 beers back
Okay,
to me.
well let me go ahead
I
and
sent 2
re-steer.
different beers back to Dad.
Let me recall the 2 that I remember you getting.
I don't remember all of them.
You got the
Mount Rushmore.
2 truths and a lie with a hot like little stewardess,
Mount
and one of
Rushmore's
them
the only
was
one I remember.
the lie was that she was a Dallas cheerleader, and you called her out on that, which was genius of you.
I mean, she
That's
wasn't
so
bad.
bad.
She was like a mid.
You dirty dog.
She was
dog.
like a mid.
You're like, nah, dog.
What was that, like just 21? I'm sure I was just 21.
Yeah,
We were going
and
to
then
San
you're
Diego.
like-
I don't even remember that.
And then
What
the
was
other
the
one-
question?
So she's like two truths and a lie. She goes like,
told two
I
truths
did
and a
this,
lie,
I did
and you have
this,
to
and
guess
she
the
goes,
lie.
and I was a Dallas cheerleader. So two truths and a lie. What's my lie? And Remy's like, boom. He goes, you weren't a Dallas cheerleader, and she goes, you're right, dick, you dick.
You
And I was
dick,
like,
yeah.
my dog.
I was just trying to get a free drink, man. I wasn't paying attention to insulting the girl. I mean, I'm sorry.
And
for
then
it.
the other one that you got was the only rock group
Yeah.
that's
With 4 dead.
That's all dead. And
Everybody's
all
thinking,
performers.
I'm even scratching my head, and he goes, Mount Rushmore. I was like, son of a bitch.
that
I
is,
didn't
and
remember
that was genius. But that's all I remember you getting were those two.
And we hadn't even flown over.
Wow, that is really hard.
It was difficult. It was I had to think about it. I didn't know it. I hadn't heard it before. But once I thought about it, I was
I
like,
have no
this-
idea
this
how
makes
you
sense.
ever
This
how
makes
that
sense.
ever popped into your head.
I don't know, because I was immediately like, I mean, I was pretty, I was 21.
I think we were flying over mountains, to be honest with you,
but
right?
we weren't
Yeah, maybe
even close to that.
That could have happened. That could have been it. But I processed it for a minute, not long enough for her to like skip over the question, and I got it. But we're not going to get any of that this flight. We're not flying Southwest, and it's not going to be that long of a flight anyway. I think 45 minutes is the flight. So
Basically, you're going to get, hey, if everybody looks out the left side of the airplane right now, we're there's a big pine forest up on top of that mountain.
Yep. Here we go. Yeah, it's not the flight that necessarily sucks sometimes. It's the airport experiences. And we definitely have a story from Ryan from the last time we flew together as a family, which was pretty amazing, Ryan. We might have briefly touched on it last episode.
Are you talking about when we were in Cincinnati?
Yeah. No, we're talking about, with the damn... The driver's license,
Yeah.
the ID.
Yeah, I'll go. I'm gonna. It's a kind of a long story, so I'll try to keep it under 3 minutes. We fly up, and
Last time I let him buy beer.
That's right.
we go up to Dayton, Ohio. Love you, Dayton. Shout out Dayton. Always love you, Dayton. Baby, you my baby, baby. Get with that Skyline chili ready for me, baby, baby.
That's right.
Anyways, so we go up and we end up going to play a little scramble. And this was just an impromptu scramble. We actually did very good. Very, very, very good. And it was with Dad, and it was with Aiden, and it was with Chris. Chris got an eagle putt. Amazing. And Uncle
Amazing.
Jim saw it, and they're on the tee box, and that even made it better. Anyways,
What
so
made that
we hit
special
the
was
turn.
Ryan's first two shots. He crushed a drive and busted a 3-wood onto the green in 2. And
Be the ball, Danny.
Chris, that doesn't play golf, makes one from here across the street.
Right in their fucking face. It was sweet. Right in their face. And they're just like, what the fuck? And then you have Aiden like, son of a bitch, piss this game, shit this game. It really is. And then he would hit a sweet.
Although we do go
Anyways,
on to
fast
double
forward.
bogey the next par 5.
So we
Right
hit the
after
corner. Yeah, then we double bogey. Yeah, which is crazy. That's a hard hole anyways. But
sucker.
So I go grab a 12-pack on the turn, and I leave my ID up at the bar. We fly out the morning after, listener.
Here we
We're
go.
sitting in the Smith's
Oh, I was so pissed off.
driveway, and brother Adam goes, make sure everyone has their IDs, and it hit me. I don't have my ID.
I was so pissed.
I looked at my wallet, and even before I even looked at that wallet, I kind of knew. I never even went back. I signed for the shit. I never even got my ID back. Didn't have it. So I go, I don't have my ID. So now we're driving
And
around
we're
Dayton,
already in
Ohio.
the car.
We're in the car. We have to, by the way, listener, go all the way down to Kentucky to fly out. So it's a pretty good, hour and a half drive. The Smiths, I love you, Aunt Debbie. You're my godmother, but kind of notorious for getting people kind of later edge on the airport drop off. And we're already kind of pushing against time, like this story.
Uh-oh.
She's not early.
If she's out there listening.
Love you,
Love
baby. I love you. And so we get dropped off. Now I'm Googling. I say, let's go ahead and just go to the airport. I'm Googling, what do I have to bring? And it's, okay, you have to bring this form of ID. Basically, you have to just show them 7 forms of ID to get it.
Fucking thing sucks.
It sucks. So I go, okay, I think I have an out, guys. Let's go ahead and check baggage. That was a motherfucker. So we end up getting through the terminal. No, even before security.
We're hustling.
We're hustling and busting.
And
Mom's like-
again, with
Mom's
the
running.
cream soda.
Here, so we get to security, right? And this is my moment. This is when I have to present the 7 forms of ID, no actual ID. The girl goes, okay, let me go ahead and take this. Let me go ahead and take this. And then mom hands me her cell phone, which has a timer before it hits a black screen with the fucking pass on it. So she's already halfway through security and it shuts off on this girl. So I got to yell, Mom, what's your passcode? Come back over here to get the ticket. So she scans it. I get my...
Just hearing about this again gives me fucking anxiety.
Jeremy was pissed, dude.
So
because we don't, yeah,
very,
You're
very,
leading
very
up
close to the
part.
end here, listener. Thank you for hanging out here.
Land this plane, no pun intended.
I will. I brought Barks cream red soda on my baggage, so they had to pull that out during security. They asked me if I wanted to drink it or if I throw it. I throw it. I'm booking down to the alleyway, and I see Remy with the door closed to the terminal, just...
Bent over
with his luggage, sat down, and he was 20 feet away from his luggage, and the door was closed, and I blew it. I blew it.
How I didn't get like detained or something because you're in a fucking airport, but I lost it, and I winged my bag about 10 feet away from a wall, a solid wall, and I just hit the fucking wall with it. It dropped down. I just went and sat and faced the wall.
So that was it. I ended up blowing the trip. We were not able to catch the flight.
Man.
No, they opened the door back up.
We hear a click.
Yeah. And then we were just the biggest assholes.
The assholes that were getting called, but
we made it. We got on that flight.
We got a story. I told you guys it'd be a story. And then you went to Ale House. You proceeded to get dropped off at Ale House. Probably had a shot and a beer.
There's a whole nother story after that.
Anyways, that's the story.
Yeah.
It's pretty gnarly.
I have two bad airport experiences in the same trip. How that's possible. Me and an ex-girlfriend of mine, while going to Ohio for Mom's 50th, to accept or just after Mom's 50th to accept the quilt, but I think it was Judy's birthday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Me and a girlfriend we went up there, and we were laid over in Atlanta, and we
only won the breach.
We were laid over. We were laid over in Atlanta.
The common denominator in all these stories,
and we
Dayton, Ohio,
and
well, that too.
is Dayton, Ohio. Yeah, no. So we're laid over in Atlanta, and we're like, all right, let's go to the gate that we're supposed to be at. We got like an hour and a half. We'll go to the gate, and then we'll find the nearest bar, and we'll sit.
He just wanted to rent. He just wanted to rent a Fiat.
There's no excuse on this.
Sit at the bar, and we'll be fine. Oh no, this is the first bad one. We go and sit at the gate. And we get to talking. We're way early for people to start showing up to the gate. We get to talking, and then we realize it's about boarding time, and nobody else is around us, and the fucking lights are like dimmed compared to when we sat down. So we're like, fuck. And it turns out that's why you always check, ladies and gentlemen, when you get off for a layover, you always check to see if your flight has been changed to a different gate. I didn't know this. What
do you mean you didn't know this? We did this growing up all the time. Mom and Dad always go to check to see if it's on time or not.
So yeah, so we sat there and then we realized we were late. She had to cry about it and got us a later flight that was like going to be about 6-7 hours later. So we and it was still early in the day. So we just went to the Budweiser bar and at the Atlanta airport, and we just got fucking hammered. And then someone picked us up. I think Aunt Debbie picked us up from the Columbus airport, drove back. At the end of this trip, her and I go to
the bar again at the
we go to the bar in Columbus airport.
Just read a Wall Street Journal paper, bro.
We go to the bar next to our actual terminal, and we end up drinking and talking too much, and we completely miss all the boarding calls. The flight is gone. So we had to rent a tiny little Fiat. We drove all the way back to Aunt Debbie's house because I wasn't going to have her come do this trip twice. Rent a little Fiat. We drive it all the way to Aunt Debbie's house in Beaver Creek.
The cutest little thing.
We stay with them another night. We ask for some more bud. We find some more bud. And and then we drive back, I think 2 days later, two nights later. So
what was interesting when you guys came out was a couple of things. Steve Martin and John Candy were with you.
Planes, trains, automobiles.
And the second thing is you guys, bonjour, like you started speaking French when you came out of there, and then but you hit a Bud Heavy and you just got right back in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you're the only. I think you're the only person in our family ever drive a Fiat. Probably first and last.
It felt like you're in a space bubble. You like can barely like the dashboard's so small and it's so close to you, so it just kind of is like all windshield.
I feel like if you were in a Fiat, you would just pull up to the grocery store automatic doors, right? I mean, like where the shopping carts are at.
Yeah, basically drive right in. Anyway, guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze. This is episode 2. Thanks for joining us. We're going to be here all night. Well, not all night, but for a little while longer. We got plenty of segments coming up. We're going to talk about video games. We're going to talk about haters going to hate upstairs neighbors. And, we're going to talk, should we do an escape room? So definitely stay tuned. We'll be right back, guys.
We might be doing that in Nashville.
I'm going to escape from this room right now, actually.
Yeah, we might be doing that in Nashville.
We'll check it out, guys.
Without having to pay for it, or may pay for it in the end.
What kind of fucking things do you have up your sleeve?
All right,
I'm talking
everybody.
about
Don't go anywhere.
a bar.
Stay right here. We'll be right back.
Escape from that room.
Bye.
I always overshoot, so I think I'm good.
Welcome back, everybody. They call us the Breeze.
Did you do that one?
That's one of mine, yeah, guys.
That one's swanging.
That's one I wrote during my quarantine. Not that I was ever sick, but, during that first quarantine period, my job shut down for a little bit. So that was something I wrote there. And a couple other things I wrote that you might hear on this show. Just stuff that I never got around to writing lyrics for. So I figured, you got to bring it to the light of day somehow.
I like it. That's a convertible.
We're going to hear some of that comedy
track.
material that you wrote.
Yeah, we're going to work on some of that too.
I could picture myself listening to that song in the convertible,
I know that it's fucking Thursday night. We're live from the Tiger
Boom,
Cage.
baby!
Yeah.
I'm having fun.
Everybody, this is They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. We're here every Thursday night, and you can hear us every Monday on the cleaned up, edited podcast, anywhere you listen to podcasts. So tell a friend, definitely get them involved. Check us out on Facebook.com/They Call Us the Breeze. And check Cly out in the living room right now.
Yeah, he's giving a weather update right
Going
now.
AC,
He's logging in.
Yeah, Cly's
Tell all the
chopper.
lizards and everybody on the porch, he's letting them know that tomorrow's going to be just as hot as today with a chance of showers.
Absolutely.
For all you wizards out there, it's going to be, those rocks are going to be hitting at 250 tomorrow. So,
Right, so get on, get your suntans on, and you're going to enjoy yourself.
Hide in the bushes.
I'll be there. I'll be
right.
there. I'm going to come out.
I'll be watching after you. If the mailman's coming, I'll let you know. Don't worry about it. I always default to somewhat of a Peter-esque voice. I don't know what's wrong with that. Guys, we got plenty of show left up for you tonight. Of course, we're going to do our normal Go Ask Your Dad segment towards the end of the show. I have an announcement to make, so we'll get into that. We're also going to talk about video games. We've got Haters Gonna Hate. We're going to talk, should we do an escape room? But first, Ryan, Dad, before you got home, Ryan always has to show me some sort of fucking video. And, 9 out of 10 times, total bullshit. Don't care.
Yeah, generally. Yep.
Yeah, it's usually something dumb, or he's got some dumbass
That's
clip
pretty much
from a
like my whole
podcast.
life. 9 out of the 10 things I do pretty much don't go unnoticed.
I'm always over it. So tonight he actually showed me a video. This kid is on his parents' ringtone or ring doorbell camera, right? So he's on the front porch, and apparently he has an issue. And he's also a little drunk. And Ryan shows me this video before you got home tonight, and I thought it was pretty awesome.
How old is the kid?
Probably college.
Probably college. Oh. Yeah, it kind of seems like a college type situation. But without further ado, I just thought it was a pretty fucking great video, and we'll see what this nice young man has to say right here.
Here you go, Dad. You can come over if you want to watch it.
Check this shit out, man. Shit's hilarious.
Oh, that's what we saw. I saw on the street.
All right, Mom. You got me, all right? I'm busted. What are you gonna do? You got me. Okay? I'm busted. Blah, 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 blah. Woo! You got these fancy Ring cameras. And you got me on video. Okay? I know. I know. You're sitting there
So,
in your fancy
Just
chair.
to give a little audio visual, the kid's in the lower half of the panel of the camera.
Yep.
He's kind of dancing around
In his
swaying
driveway.
back and forth. You've got the recycling can right to his left.
Looking like a 2:30. Looking like definitely the
Yeah,
bars
it's probably
have
about
closed.
2:30 in the morning. You can tell he's his eyes are obviously
Pretty glassy.
glossy, and
Yeah.
he's got blonde hair. He's got this striped blue golf shirt. It looks like it's golf material. I
Yep.
think
Oh,
it's a polo of
definitely.
some sort,
Yep.
but it kind of has a sheen to it.
Yeah, you'll get to country
So
clubs on that.
I'm thinking he probably goes to the country club. All right, let's check it out.
The Nassau Bahamas, and you. Ooh, we got him now, Mike. We got him now, Mikey. Ooh, we got him. But I tell you one thing, Mom. You ain't as clever as you think, all right? Because you ain't got me. Because I'm gonna get in this house and I'm gonna put the air on 62, and then you're not gonna do anything because you're in the Bahamas.
And then right here at the end, he does the tongue out, the classic tongue out, antlers,
bully.
thumbs in his ear, shit.
That's a mature thing to do.
I just thought it was.
I'm gonna come home and put that air on 60.
He's like, I'm gonna bust
Two.
it.
I hope his mom, I
Sitting
hope
there.
Grandma and Grandpa
Hey.
will save that to show
He's got
his
that-
Sitting there in your comfortable chair. Hey, we got him, Mike.
He's got
we
that-
got him,
he's
Mikey.
got that
You
drunk-
don't have me, Mom.
I hope Grandma and Grandpa save that and
is so
record it
good.
to show his kids.
Oh man.
So he probably already
Someday.
has
Well,
one.
he's probably got that drunk heat going on that you get when you're like just hot and you're just hot.
Oh,
drunk.
yeah, he was
You're
very
sweating.
red. He was very
Yeah,
red.
he's a little red in the skin, so he's just like, I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna put that shit on 62. I'm gonna get my underwear. I'm gonna eat a M&M's ice cream sandwich.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, you ain't. Yeah, roll tide. He's definitely an Alabama boy. He goes, yeah, he's roll tide, 100%. Oh Jesus. Well, guys, it's about that time again. What do you guys say? Let's do it. All right, celebrity birthdays today. We have quite a few, and as of right now, the celebrity birthdays are Ryan's leading. He has, Dad is leading.
Definitely.
Dad has 6.5 points, and Ryan has 4.5 points over 2 episodes.
Gaining on him.
So, yeah, he's gaining.
I'm playing off the senior
He's-
tease,
he-
though. Let me get a couple strokes, man.
He's gaining a little bit. He's
Mulligan?
gaining a little bit.
Mulligan, 1 per 9.
But either way, we're going to do some
Here's your
celebrity birthdays, and the first birthday we have tonight is Mr. Willem Dafoe, ladies and gentlemen.
William.
It's actually Willem,
William.
Willem.
Willem.
Willem
Really?
Dafoe. hmm Now, if you don't remember Platoon, Clear and Present Danger, he plays
Green Goblin.
Green
and
Goblin and
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. So Willem Dafoe, it's his birthday. And a
Oh,
happy
it's
birthday
not
to
William
him.
Dafoe.
It is not William Dafoe, but you're thinking of the same guy. 100%.
No, I'm not. I'm thinking
That
of an
guy.
older guy that was on like Dallas and stuff like that way back when.
All right. Well, he was in Platoon. He was in Clear and Present Danger.
He's looking right at
I
me.
wonder if he's his son.
Don't know.
William Dafoe.
That'd
I'm
be
thinking
kinda fucked
the
up. I
William,
don't know.
I'm thinking of William Dafoe, and I'm thinking, and because he would be, he'd be probably
know what,
around
son?
late.
I always wanted to be
70s.
William, so
Yeah.
you're welcome.
All right. What do you think? We'll let Dad go first since he won.
Willem, and it's not William.
Correct.
Well, I got 2 guesses.
you got to pick one.
I got either the guy that I'm thinking of that was in Dallas back, and at that time he would have been 50.
No.
No, not that guy.
Not that
No,
guy.
so I'll say 57.
57. Ryan, what do you
I
go
have
with?
no idea who he is.
62.
Ryan wins. He is 66 years old. Sorry, Dad. Thought you would have known that one.
I don't know that guy.
All right. Well, a happy birthday goes out to Danny Glover. Danny
I know
Glover.
Danny
You know
Glover.
Danny Glover. I don't have to say who he's in. I mean, for those of you out in listener land, if you really don't know, Lethal Weapon. That's all you need to know. But anyway, he's getting a little too old for this shit. How old is he today, Ryan?
That was really good. I'm going to go 70.
I'm going to go 78.
Dad gets it.
Damn.
75.
Dang it, son.
75.
72.
Both pretty
I was
close.
going to go 72.
And the best one is when him and what's his name? The
Mel Gibson.
the same one where Vinny's
My cousin Vinny.
the lawyer on there. Oh, Joe Piscopo. When they go on that
Joe
trip,
Pesci.
Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci. When they go on that fishing trip and they stay in that
yeah.
fishing camp.
They
both work
Gone
for the,
Fishing.
Gone Fishing.
Yeah. They work.
that
They
one
work
is-
for the automobile.
God damn, that's a
They
good
work
movie.
in
Thank you for
Detroit
bringing that up.
Ford or General Motors or whatever.
I'm gonna watch that
They
tomorrow.
bring that boat and they take that road trip. They stay
Yeah,
in the
that
fishing
shit
camp.
was good.
Damn,
Yeah,
dude,
that
good
was a
callback
good
because I
movie.
remember watching that too, and that
I'm gonna
That
watch
is
that tomorrow.
hilarious movie.
It is
Damn.
really good, and they go into that super fine dining restaurant, and they have to wear coats, and Joe Pesci's like hanging off it.
Yeah,
He's like
I
so
remember
slow.
that scene.
Yeah.
Wow, Jesus. And that's what we're here for, listeners. We're here to remind you of movies that you might have completely forgot about.
Dang,
Between the
son.
three of us, we were talking about Drowning Mona earlier today before the show.
I wonder how hard it was to have Joe Pesci down in the Everglades filming. Anyway,
What is this fucking mosquito?
I can't fucking do shit.
I can't do this shit. You know, bam, bam, bam. That was better than mine. Anyway, moving right along with birthdays. Shawn Michaels, professional wrestler. They called him the Heartbreak Kid. Just for context, he has wrestled Undertaker and he has wrestled Macho Man Randy Savage. How old is Shawn Michaels today? We're going to give this one to Dad.
57.
All right, Ryan.
52.
Dad gets it. 56. Sorry, I had to think about that one for a second. Try to remember.
I was thinking Shawn Michaels was a
Subtraction addition.
I gave you a couple
a
clues.
singer.
I'm fair and balanced around here, so I like to give some clues. And
You
I knew
know-
Ryan wouldn't have never seen him or known who he was.
He sang the swan song of wrestling, WWE.
All right, now you both know this next guy. A very special happy birthday goes out to Mr. David Spade.
And can you guess how old I am?
I'd have to say somewhere around say 54.
54.
I'm gonna go 53.
Dad gets it. 57.
Yeah.
Man, I loved him in Just Shoot Me. If you've never seen Just Shoot Me, it was a series that ran for, God, I'd probably say 5 years, maybe. That shit was fucking awesome. Yeah, where they're working for their fashion magazine. I don't know the guy's name, but he played the father, the baby daddy, in the first Look Who's Talking with Kirstie Alley. Way before Just Shoot Me. But man, that show was fucking hilarious. Out there in listener land and Dad, I believe it is streaming somewhere, either like the Roku channel or Vudu or on Hulu. One of those three. I can't remember exactly which one, but yeah, just
The voodoo,
just
the
look it up.
hoodoo,
Yeah.
the
I'm kind
kumadoo.
of thinking of a movie where the cabin slides down the side of a hill.
Dude, we should come out with a channel called Brolo or Bro.
Anyway, so we have David Spade. What do you guys think, huh?
We already said it, dummy.
Oh, that's
one.
right. We already did that one. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm having some technical issues over here. I apologize. I'm here. I'm here, everybody. I'm here. All right. The very last one we
As
have.
one of
then.
David Spade's co-stars would say, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
Wait."
Down by the river. The van down by
Is
the
that
river.
the name of the movie?
No, that was what Chris Farley used
Looks
to
like
do.
we
That's
got
what
our
I'm talking
natural
about. Chris
Bill
Farley.
Shakespeare
The
here.
damn cabin.
All right,
Oh, is
guys.
that what it
Last one for birthdays. John Leguizamo.
Oh,
John
yeah, you know
Leguizamo.
him, Dad.
Is
Okay.
that the guy with the dark hair and the
Yeah, he's a
He
Hispanic.
did the past.
He's Hispanic. He did The Pest. He played
He's like,
Luigi.
"Right, man?
He
Hey."
played Luigi in the Super Mario Brothers movie in the 90s.
he's from Jersey or whatever?
He was the
without-
Hispanic one in Tu Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Love Julie Newmar, where Patrick Swayze, Wesley Snipes, and him dressed in drag, and they went to this small town. That was in the 90s. That's a fucking hilarious movie, which is also streaming right now. All right, John Leguizamo, what do we think?
Well, I don't know if I'm thinking of the right guy, but I'd say
Look at a
68.
picture of him. Look at a picture of him if you want. I mean, that way you get a context of who he is. Come on, I can't let him.
That's John Leguizamo.
Oh no, okay. I was thinking the other guy, the guy that has that from like New Jersey or whatever. That's
And see how I play the game, listener. I am a fair
How
man.
old do I think he is?
Yeah,
today?
yeah.
Let's go with 52.
52.
I'm gonna go 56.
Ryan's gonna
He's
get
probably
it.
58.
57, actually, same as David Spade. Nice. Yeah. So
Hell yeah.
that's birthdays, guys. Thanks for playing. I think
Hey,
that
And
was.
what would be the score now?
I think that was kind of a push. Well, I actually tally the score when I go back and edit the episode. I have no fucking clue.
I think you.
I got
I think
a
you got.
pretty big
I think we
lead right
split.
now.
I think
No,
we split.
yeah,
That
well,
that might have been
I
been a
think-
full on push. That might have been a full on push.
Leguizamo, and I got Brett Mike.
Yeah, we'll find out next week.
Either way.
Or 2 weeks later.
So
I'll be off. I'll be gone next week. scouting some places where we might do live shows or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Well,
he's gonna be
anything in
the
mind?
bricks.
In particular?
I've been thinking somewhere up in the Virginia Beach or something like
Right
that.
on.
Maybe I'll just look around. Maybe Colonial
Mountain Mama?
Williamsburg.
All right, so when we go to
That'd be
Tennessee,
West Virginia. But
I heard from Haley Bear, who you guys have met on a previous show, and she said there's a badass escape room in downtown Nashville, not far from the
Let's get
Hard
it.
Rock Cafe, which I
Let's
believe
get
we
it.
went and ate at, kind of right near the Strip. And it's an escape room that's obviously they have multiple rooms that are all themed different things. And I was kind of checking to see what the available, because it's called escapegame.com, by the way. These are the franchise. They're all over the United States, but they have 3 in the Nashville area, 1 directly downtown, and obviously some have certain rooms, some don't. And I was able to find what the actual room that we might want to do for sure. And
I was about to say, I'm assuming it has generally music theme for this escape room,
I don't
right?
know. I'm
It's not like
thinking-
we have to shred
if
Leonard
it's in
Skinner.
Tennessee,
Like,
I'm thinking you might
God.
have 4 or 5 guys sitting around with shotguns, rifles, and pistols saying, "Try to get out of here, boys."
well,
what if the finals you have to?
Embibbed
What if it's
overalls
like
and
you have to
straw hats.
shred Freebird
Shred
to get-
Freebird to get
yeah,
free
to
out
get
of the
free
room.
out of that room.
That plays really well. But no, so what you do is the one that I found, it was called Secure a Record Deal. Now
That
you have
is
60
cool.
minutes to do these escape rooms. So this one is specifically called Secure a Record Deal. It seems to be there's some drum props in the room, a mixing board prop, a guitar on the wall. It says you and your team are an up-and-coming band who want to make it big in the music industry. Recently, you heard a rumor that world-renowned producer Rick Teagan hit a contract in his studio before he retired. And legend has it that if you and your band finds the contract, he will come back to produce one last record, guaranteed to make you famous.
It's our fucking life.
You're a guest in the
That's
studio.
bullshit.
Can you log? Can you book it right? It says book it. Let's book it.
I'm not booking it right now.
Fuck
That's
Rick,
bad. That's
dude.
bad.
Fuck
That's
Rick.
bad for radio. We'll get into it for sure.
I say we go to Sun
What was
Records.
his name?
But yeah, that's definitely Rick Teagan.
What has he produced?
I think it's a made up thing.
No,
Ryan, don't
I'm
get
sure he
upset.
produced something.
Don't get upset.
No,
He
I'm sure he
produced
produced
a bunch
something.
of shit on the damn website.
So I found a little just in case our listeners out there and maybe Dad doesn't know exactly what an escape room entails.
I do.
I found a
Wait.
little thing out here, and we're just gonna check it out here.
Rick Teagan.
Welcome to the Escape Game. Working with your team, you'll have 60 minutes to uncover clues, overcome challenges, and complete your mission.
That's 30 minutes too long
Before you
already.
get started, here are a few tips that will help you along the way. If you want to emerge victorious, you'll need to work together as a team. Your mission features a variety of tasks that engage a range of skill sets. Each of you will play
Drinking
an important
beer.
What about
role
drunk?
in ensuring
Like,
the
how about
drinking
drunk?
success.
We got that
Everyone
down.
contributes.
Finding picks.
Everyone gets a chance
got
to
that
save
down.
the day. Be observant. The smallest detail could lead to your big aha moment. Everything you need is in the room. You won't need cell
What about
phones
beer?
or outside
Beer?
resources.
Finding an
If you
outlet
do
for
want
your
to make a
Bluetooth
quick call,
speaker.
please step outside of the adventure. Trust your game guide. As an adventure expert, a game guide is a valuable asset to your mission.
Still haven't
During the
said
course of
anything
your
about beer.
experience, you can ask your game guide for 3 free clues. Finally, stay safe. There's no need to run, climb, or use excessive force. This is a game of wits.
Can we shotgun beer?
That's it. You're ready to explore space, escape prison, navigate the ruins, sneak into the vault, or anything else you might encounter here at the Escape Game.
How about like
It's
a
time
30
to step
rack of
into
beers?
adventure.
All right, adventure.
Well, as Mark Cuban would say, you didn't mention beer.
Yeah.
That we could drink. You didn't mention where we could find guitar picks and if we could actually play the instruments.
So
if you're looking for, and I think you're overstating that the valuation of your company, Rick. So on those, on those things,
Yeah, dude.
I'm out.
It's like
Yep,
the
Dad's out.
Oh yeah, you're out.
I go on the website to actually look this up, and of course there is no outside food or drink allowed, and alcohol is strictly prohibited on the premises.
I'm out.
So we're just gonna have to go to the bar next door, get obliterated, and then run into this fuck. So I'm asking Haley, I'm like, how can I get some kind of content out of this? Like, can I know they're going to be watching me on
hang
camera.
on, let's back up before we even go content. Okay, if we're going to be slamming beers, which I assume we will, shotgunning beers,
Yep.
we're going to need a porta potty set up there for pops.
Yeah. Well,
and me.
Within an hour, yeah. We'll each find a different corner of the room.
It depends.
No, we'll each find a different corner of the room, and that'll be our toilet.
I see what you did there.
So you can mark your territory, I'll mark my territory, and we just kind of stay, because, we're going to be breaking this. Every 5-10 minutes, we're going to be fucking peeing.
It's like these guys, these assholes, they came in here and they're just pissed in their corners. They were talking shit for about an hour, and then they just left.
All right, I know that's fantastical, but Dad will want to leave that room about 3 different times, take a piss within an hour.
Well, they said you can ask 3 questions, right? Or for 3 clues. So I think the first question is,
hey, where's the bathroom?
Where's the beer?
That's question number 1.
Is there beer hidden anywhere around here?
No.
Seriously, where's the
question
beer?
number 2. You got
Number
one
2.
more question.
And then the third is, are you for real? There's no beer here.
So
question number 3.
We do the Always Sunny thing, and we fucking take the big oversized parka coats, and we do the grenade
Oh yeah,
grenade chest straps just full of cans of beer.
Or
Yeah.
or what you do is you find an exit door somehow.
But they watch you on camera.
That's what I'm saying. Do we go right in there, just
We're
spray
not
paint the
pre-
cameras black? And they're
we
going to be
gotta-
like, why did you
No,
do that? Be like,
we do it
because
like
I
in
don't know, we just
Speed.
had beers.
We do it like in Speed, where they change the camera feed so it looks like we're just still walking around looking for shit.
No. Yeah, no.
Like,
Ocean's
like
11.
Ocean's
Ocean's
11,
11. Yeah.
So you do like Bill. You find the Uncle Bill. You find the exit to the exit door to
it's just us really trying.
out to
and
the
we're just
street.
getting
You
slammed
find the
in
exit
there.
door out to the street, like when they were up in Massachusetts.
Get drunk!
With Gene and Danny. I
I
don't
gotta
know
write
who was
this
all
down,
there.
man.
And they went to see. Oh, let's go see some sites here in Massachusetts, Boston. It's a historical place.
Boston,
The-
Boston.
I feel like we've
Texas.
talked about Boston.
Seven
on the podcast.
Gables,
I
the
feel like
Seven
we've talked-
Gables or whatever, and so they're sitting there in the room. They only allow so many people go through, and then you're the next group, just like any theme park ride, and okay, you guys, 30 minutes, you'll be able to go enter into the thing. These people will be done with their little tour. Bill's like, 30 minutes? Is there a package store around here? He goes out the exit door. I'm going to knock on the door when I get back. Goes down around the corner
Fucking
to
Uncle
a carry-out
Bill
pack.
Spicoli.
Brings back a 8-pack of beer. Knocks on the door. They let him back in through the exit, and they're all sitting on these benches waiting for their turn, and he's handing beers out to everybody.
off the joint!
All I need. Where's the Spicolis
Oh, you
here?
need it?
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. That's a Spicoli. That's
Here's some tasty waves, cool buzz, and I'm fine.
that's Uncle Bill, man.
Yeah, man.
No doubt, man.
Rest in peace, my friend.
All right,
Absolutely.
dog. Pour one out. You wouldn't even want to see it in the tile,
For
would
sure.
you, Uncle Bill?
He's
I'll pour it in my
listening,
mouth,
Oh,
brother.
yeah, he's listening up
He's
top.
listening to the Heaven Podcast Network.
We'll get
up
him
there.
on. We'll
Yeah.
get him on here.
Yeah.
Him and Mike and Rick.
We'll get him on the
They
pod.
probably got Tom with them as well.
We'll get them all on the pod.
Absolutely.
All time and chick boys.
We'll all be podding up in heaven someday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're like, hey, you guys podcast? We're like, we've been doing this shit for fucking decades,
Yeah.
guys.
We'll just do it.
Ours is heavenly.
Dude,
Dad'll pass away, then it's just me and Ryan, and then
it's like,
and then
who's your
I'll pass
special
away, and
guest?
Ryan-
It's God every night,
every-
but it is awesome.
and he approves. God will sponsor our podcast for sure. Anyway, guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze, episode 2. We still have plenty more show coming up. We're going to take a halftime break, go smoke some darts, drink some beers, and of course, we'll be right back with more show, guys. What do you say?
I say, Yanni Gord, love you, buddy.
Bye, though.
See you, Ronnie.
Yeah, and we'll see you later.
We knew we were
Yanni.
gonna
No, I
lose a
really
good
do
one.
love you.
Yeah.
I really do love you.
Hopefully,
man.
we see you in the
Thank
playoffs, man,
Thank
because
you.
we're going back to the playoffs. So,
Absolutely.
Thanks for everything you did.
Three-peat.
all right, everybody, stay tuned. Catch ya. And intro music. Let's go.
That's funny.
Welcome back, everyone in Radio Land to
Walking
They
that
Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Available on YouTube, available on Facebook, and of course, available everywhere you listen to your podcast, guys. Let's do it. Still got another half a
do it.
show
Let's
for
do
you
it.
tonight, and we are feeling good. We've got great stuff to talk about, per usual. Again, we're going to get into some Go Ask Your Father a little later, per usual, and video games here in the next segment. But first, guys, it's time we bring it up once again. We haven't done this since the pilot, but we're going to do it because I got to do it. So it's time for Haters Gonna Hate.
The most diabolical haters this side of the Mississippi.
All right, so yeah, new intro. Thanks.
That is sweet.
Yeah,
That, of course, was beautiful, Token.
let's just spin that
That
back.
sounded like Mudbone
I like that fucking
from
beat.
Tupelo, Mississippi.
I just like the beat.
Rode uphill on a
The
tractor.
most diabolical haters this side of the Mississippi.
Bro, you should for real just start DJing.
Drove
dude.
it
If you
up,
could
put it
drop
on
shit
the
in there,
track.
I
like,
want to just
dude,
do my own hip hop album and
Like,
like modify my voice to fuck and do like a cool singing hip hop.
I guarantee
like Post
you,
Malone, dude.
if you're DJing at the Benz and you throw something in there like that, like people are like, "What the? Did I just hear? Oh shit!"
Speaking of something similar, I have to show you. Remind me on the next break or after the show rather, because I have to do it in GarageBand. I've been secretly recording a very Vampire Weekend-esque song.
Ooh, okay, Ezra.
And it's pretty funny. I think I'm gonna rework a lot of the music, but you at least get the idea with the vocals, and the vocals are the funniest part. So
Is it because like Rashida Jones like DM'd you and you're like,
what I just did, I just basically recorded something kind of poppy sounding, and then I just wrote the most kind of insane lyrics, but then also interjected like a relatable storyline. So I'll be talking about something specific that makes sense 1 minute, and then I'll say something like Robert Downey Jr.
"Okay, I can't wait to hear this."
So
Okay.
I'll have to play that for you after the
Okay.
show. We're big fans of Vampire Weekend around here, and
Yep.
Dad doesn't really know, but I'll play you a before and after. I'll play you Vampire.
But he's a
and then
big
I'll play,
fan of Paul Simon. You know, there's a lot of influences,
Oh, yeah,
so a lot of intertwining.
Absolutely. Well, guys, back to Haters Gonna Hate tonight. I know it sounds very obvious, but fuck. Upstairs neighbors in apartments. I mean, I know they have commercials about it, and yeah, the people like walking around in clogs and clog dancing and all this shit, but
It's not funny.
No, it's not. Not if you got a clogging problem.
it's yeah, exactly. It's so relatable, though. You know what I mean? And I live in a kind of older building, and I live on the first floor. Obviously, I've had a move out. I've been there almost 2 years. Had a move out and have a move in. So 2 different experiences. First one, just terrible. I mean, these fucking, I swear to God, they must have had a 2-bedroom or a 1-bedroom, because those do exist in my building, or I'm 1-bedroom anyway. This motherfucker must have turned the room above my bedroom into a workout room. It
Are you
sounded
talking
like
about the
he was
girl in the beginning, or the
Sound-
new one?
it checks
the
out.
girl,
You're
the girl
downtown.
and boy in the beginning. First of all, it's a couple, so there's 2 of them and 1 of me. And
When
these
you said it sounded like she was buying furniture all the time and rearranging.
well, this motherfucker, I swear, it sounded like he was dropping dumbbells on the goddamn floor. I know that sounds insane, but seriously, it was that bad. And then
And you never asked once to get up there and jump in on a set.
I mean,
Just asking.
they did approach me one time. I was outside smoking a cigarette, and they go, "Oh, hey, wow, we were wondering what happened to you. We haven't seen you out here in like 3 days." Which I don't know. We must have just missed each other, because I was definitely there. "We haven't seen you out here in like 3 days, man." And then there's that really weird dead smell in the hallway right now. So we honestly thought you were dead in your apartment.
Wait, these are the people. These are the beef heads.
These are the ones that were upstairs, yeah. And so that was pretty
Well,
fucking funny.
in the
And you,
beginning,
like,
you
you
were
took a
talking about
drink.
a girl that was moving in, and she sounded like she was moving furniture all the time, rearranging.
Well, it was a girl and a guy, but
Okay.
yeah. And so two fun parts about this story. They would definitely argue, and I could hear the arguments, so that was always kind of uncomfortable. And then, I mean, every couple's going to argue, but I could hear, arguing and shouting matches. And there, when I first moved in, I did the whole broom on the ceiling thing.
Oh my goodness!
Like the first week I moved in, so I did, straight out of like the sitcoms or the commercials. I was like, fuck it. And the broom was not like doing the trick. I was trying, and it was just not. So I literally took I had a drum.
Took a shotgun and shot a hole through the
I have
floor.
a drum throne.
Knock it off, motherfuckers.
I have the drum throne, and drum thrones, if you're not familiar out there in Radio Land, they have 3 fat legs, chrome legs with rubber pads on the bottom. I took the drum throne by the seat, and I just up on the ceiling, and they immediately started like pounding. One of them pounded the walls and then started vacuuming. Like literally as I did.
Oh,
that.
so you were definitely in a war.
So we were in a little bit of
I
a
would
war.
have like taken it like I thought you were gonna say you take it like completely different
Oh,
way. I
I'd
thought you would have like
put a Boston album on, Don't Look Back, and cranked it as
See,
loud.
and that's the thing.
I would have thought if you would have heard them arguing, like there would be one little loose sleeve of paper that slid under their door, and it's like trying to get my pump on is now a bad time.
I heard everything you said.
Sincerely, you're below.
Yeah. No, but so I mean, it was pretty fucking annoying, like for the most part, all the time. But I did get my apology. I want to say they come into the place where I work. Actually, unbeknownst to me, kind of a month or two before they moved out. Their lease must have been up. They moved out. They came into where I work, and I actually served them. And when I walked up, I was like, all right, they probably like.
I'm spitting on your food.
I walk up and I go, hey neighbors, because I was like, there's no way I can avoid this. You know what I mean? We just opened. There was nobody there. So I was like, hey neighbors. And they're like, oh shit, you live down below us, right? I'm like, yep. And so we made small talk, and I treated them like, I mean, they were new customers, they'd never been there, so I like gave them like the whole spiel and like told them what was good and everything, and like recommended drinks and things like that. And come to the bill time, about $110 bill, tip me $50.
That a boy.
So they were just like,
Feel guilty.
we ought to give him a little something, and I was like,
We're so sorry, Uncle Jeremy, that we've been so noisy
That's a
all
good
the
one.
long day.
yeah.
Oh,
We're so sorry.
we're so sorry.
Uncle Abbott. We're
Here's
gonna
a
listen.
$50 tip
We're gonna listen to that banger.
so
soon.
you can spend
Oh man, that's such
it
a
all
banger.
away.
Guys, thanks again for listening. We are. They call us the Breeze. Anyway, so that's
Pretty good
basically
yeah,
video.
never fun. Never
that's
fun.
basically
those.
my haters gonna hate. I mean, so they move out, and then this new guy upstairs. I mean, he's pretty ridiculous, and he must have a huge speaker system because I hear TV blaring, I hear music, and it's honestly, it's not good music, man. It's a lot of like just rap music.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And just and then one night I was losing my shit. I was home all evening. I wasn't working, and there was just music for 4 or 5 hours, and he played, I swear to God, he played Come My Lady Butterfly, whatever, by Crazy Town.
Yep.
He played that twice in a row.
So you
That song
wait,
is
are you sure you weren't
terrible.
watching Orange County?
That song is terrible.
Are you sure you weren't
And he played it? I know. I was thinking about that. In Orange County, they play that song, what, like 5 times?
Well, let me ask you a question, man. Do you live in the suburbs or you live downtown?
I live downtown.
Where do all the animals go?
Downtown. That's where I came. Oh, speaking of animals
Mr.
downtown, I'm out on my ramp the other night, and I'm out on my ramp the other night, and I'm smoking a cigarette, and a fucking huge black snake comes up the ramp right by my
I got
feet.
one almost 2 days
And
ago.
I jumped out of the way, and it slid off the side of the ramp. But this thing, I shit you not, man, it had to have been the size of a silver dollar and about as long as my entire arm, comes slithering right between, like a 6-inch gap between the end of the ramp and my toes in flip-flops. And he just was casually scooting through past me.
He say
I
anything?
freaked out. I jumped a little bit because, I mean, I'm not terribly scared of snakes, but still, you don't expect something like that to just...
Did he ask you for
Well,
money?
you should have called Steve.
Did he ask you for
Steve would have
change?
jumped right on him, grabbed him around the neck,
He's like, hey, man, can I
picked
get
him
a,
up.
And he's like,
can I
"You
get a
got-
cigarette?
He's
Can I get
harmless.
one of those?
You got an extra
He's
cigarette, man?
harmless.
Bro, you're holding a pack of Marlboros and L&M Reds. All right, dude. Obviously, you don't want the Marlboros. Can I have one?
You got an extra cigarette,
Can I have a
dude?
smoke?
Yeah. Fancy.
Can I
No,
have a
there
smoke
is...
for a
I always
snake?
say there is no such thing as an extra smoke. My pack always comes with 20 smokes. There is never 21 smokes. I promise you. So when you ask me, hey, man, you got an extra cigarette? No. The
No, I
pack
never
came with
created
the normal,
one, dude. Yeah.
The pack came with the normal
You think
amount.
I'm a
There were no
magician?
extras. I didn't get like 20% more.
Yeah, watch this.
I never have
watch
an
this
extra
trick.
cigarette.
Watch this trick right here. I'm going to turn these 20 cigarettes into like 23. And you can have 2 of them.
There you go. And then just knock them in the nuts and run away.
Yeah. Kick him in the balls.
Oh, sorry.
Blee, baby.
Kick
I
'em
suppose
in
there's
the
no
balls.
extras.
The video game. Kicking cigarette solicitors in the balls. I could play
There
that.
you
I'd
go.
be really good at that game.
Ouch, my balls.
Speaking of video games, I wanted to get into it, guys. Video games, man, important part of our culture. And I just downloaded Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 on the Switch the other day. I've been playing that. very awesome to play the old stuff. And I know video games isn't something Dad spent a whole lot of time on, but I have some memories of Dad playing video games and, you know, different stories. And first one that comes to mind.
Well, I'm sure if I would have did the Tony Hawk one, I'd be the kid falling off of and skinning his knees because I can't ride a skateboard.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, yeah,
Well,
there
they
was
used to
that one
do-
part of the game where you'd have to go and put like gauze over your knees. That's the part
That would be
you
me. That would be
always.
me.
He did every single
Son
quest.
of a bitch.
Well, remember back when they used to fall and like blood would come out?
Oh yeah, they would hit their
Like
shit.
they would
I
hit
know
their
that.
shit and like blood would fly out, but the blood would disappear like immediately.
Like the rats when I used to kill them at Animal House.
right now on the new version, when they fall, it does like a video digital glitch, like almost like they're a hologram, and they go like and like rewind, and then they're stood back up on the
Oh,
board.
so they don't like show any blood or
No,
anything
Oh, it's
like
just
that.
like
Yeah.
flying airplanes or whatever.
So you can't like
now, if I
land
was
your
that
head
kid,
on a rail and.
if I was that kid on the skateboard, I'd be like, Mom, I scratched my knee. I fell off the board. And Teresa'd be like, go get a Band-Aid. It's in the closet. It's bleeding. Get two.
Yeah.
Yo, how about
Two
the dude?
Band-Aids, all
How
you
about
need.
the dude that was on Activision for the first like Tony Hawk video game, and he was in charge of having the dudes spray blood on all the shit that he
Yeah.
hit and coded that.
There was probably a team
Like, dude,
of
for a-
people.
yeah,
like
dude.
someone had to
If
animate
they
the blood.
hit this at this,
Someone had to
like-
draw the blood. Someone had to animate the blood. Someone had to program how much blood came out at what point.
What a morbid week at Activision for that.
And
team.
is this modern videos
This
that you're
was like-
talking about? That
on the
It
first
was
PlayStation?
Yeah, it was like
so
15
Because my
years.
video
90s.
games go back to Nintendo where the little
Duck
blockers are
Hunt.
playing baseball.
Like
So
Duck
this
Hunt.
is what I wanted to talk to you about tonight, man. Because I remember like
or
specifically,
Duck Hunt in the bar. We used to play Duck Hunt in the bar.
I remember you guys. I remember going over to Dave Hadley's one time, and all you guys in the neighborhood were up playing like Wayne Gretzky's hockey or
Baseball.
some sort of baseball game. Yeah, and then we had Bo Jackson. Safe by a mile, you're out. He was safe.
That's what we did. We rotated from Hadley's house to Leroy's house to our house because Jim King and Dave Hadley lived together.
Yeah.
Rented a room out. So we had a baseball league going. So we went, and that was that ass.
I think it was
that old blocky Nintendo. So we went from
regular Nintendo. Yeah,
old
Block to
regular
block, baby.
first baseball game
Bo
on there.
Jackson's not RBI, but Bo.
The little guys look
Oh,
like little
RBI.
stick figures.
Oh yeah, it was RBI.
Yeah,
So
the
we
same
go.
one Grandma and Grandpa
we play,
had one, right?
We play one night there, and then we go to Leroy's house and play, and then we come to our house and play, and we just keep rotating.
And when
like,
you,
like we're going on the road or whatever, and it's like
When you hit a
play
home
each
run,
other.
when you hit a home run in RBI, I remember it was just TV static. They go,
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember I was like, hey, Dad. I was like, ah, man, I really want help on this school
unlike
project.
the shit
He
you
goes,
see today.
I was like, Dad,
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
But that's the best they had, so it was
Well,
fun to us.
I remember
it was
one
hard to
night-
run in and catch a fly ball. You'd have that guy going in circles out there and try to catch it.
I remember specifically
If you
one
remember
night
watching
there was
us.
a
You
big
guys were little.
a big project that I had due at school, and I walked up to you, and I was scared to ask you, and I said, I was like,
Dad, Bill.
I was like, Dad, I was like,
Bill.
can you help me out with my school prod? And before I even get project out, you go, sorry, son, I'm up in the series, and you left.
I'm up in the series. Yep.
And
He
then you
walked out
went
forever.
and Jim
Yeah.
Jim Leroy and King, and you just and Dave, and
I
that
had
was
to buy
it.
her.
I
She
think
needed
that's-
socks. I had to buy her socks.
Yeah, I'll just never forget it that you
Yeah.
left me that night. For,
He used to
It was
cry.
probably a baseball night that we had. You know,
used to
I
come-
was
yeah, no,
probably
you were in
playing
the, yeah, no,
somebody.
you were
Yeah, as long as-
obviously going to win the series. You're going to clinch.
Yeah.
So you had to go. I
he
understand
didn't want to
that.
bother you about it. So I mean, me
And
as
by the way, listener, that never happened.
me as his older brother, I had to.
Whenever I
take care
asked
of it.
Dad to do a question in school, it would take.
All right, my next
It
memory.
would be 30 minutes to answer it, but I would probably.
But it would be
Sega
good.
Sega Genesis. Dad, I don't know if you're
Sonic.
going to remember this. We're in the back
The only
room.
thing I know about Genesis is Phil
Collins.
Phil Collins.
I can't. I can't walk. I can't dance. I can't sing. Blah blah.
Me
Anyway,
neither. Don't feel bad.
Anyway, Sega Genesis. We're in the back room. Probably nearly when the back room was first built.
Was that a game that we had?
Did we have
Sega Genesis was a console.
Did we have carpet yet or tile? Or
It
nothing.
was probably carpet. Definitely carpet.
I kind of remember the Genesis.
Well,
name.
the game came out in
or
1990.
Sega. I remember.
It was a
the name.
black console, solid black, had cool black controllers.
Sonic
solid
the
black.
Hedgehog
Looked
was like the
Batman.
number
With
one
wire-
game on.
cables like
Yes,
this
looked like
connected
Batman.
to it.
Looked like Batman. The
Not
whole
wireless,
console.
something like
Anyways, we
Yeah,
had
yeah.
we-
Batman wings.
Dad, please Please shut up. Please shut up.
I love that one. I'm sorry.
trying.
I know I was a little late on that. Anyway, so we had PGA Tour Golf 2 on Sega Genesis, and I remember I picked it out. I was like, I remembered Mom would take us to Toys R Us maybe once a month, and we'd all have to kind of come together or kind of rotate picks.
You're spoiled.
Basically between me and Adam.
Fuzzy Zeller and Tiger Woods were in the Ryder Cup together.
I'm sure. And on which video game we'd want to
Well,
buy.
until Tiger Woods won the
Hold on.
the Masters and decided to get chicken.
You got him
for
started.
lunch.
God damn it.
Sorry, listener.
Please shut up. Please shut up.
Anyway, so we were playing. Me and you were sitting on the big director chairs. Remember the big director chairs? We're sitting in the back room.
8 of them.
We're sitting on the big director chairs. We're playing in front of the TV, and you like disappear. We're like in the middle of, or maybe in the middle of like the fourth or fifth
It's your
hole.
shot, Dad.
And I'm like, Dad, it's your shot. And you're outside smoking. This is before we could smoke in the, or no, you would have. So this was after. This was
getting
tile.
that glass door.
I don't know. Either way, so he's like he's walking around, probably taking a piss on the side of the air. I decide to go for him, and he was like one stroke away from an eagle or a birdie, I think. And he got so pissed off at me, dude. Like I was like, I felt. That was like the first time
bro.
I felt bad.
Why are you gonna go for someone else's birdie putt, you
Dude,
psycho
I was just
bastard?
Like, I'm ready to play, and I didn't.
That
give a
is like
shit.
something
The
you
fuck
never
are you
do,
doing?
dude.
You can't even
Are you
fucking
kidding me?
putt.
This game came out in '92.
My dog didn't even step off your putt.
My dog
God.
could kick that putt ball and,
This
and
game,
get it closer.
this game came out in '92. We probably
I told
played
you
it.
it broke left to right.
Hey, well, let me
downhill.
tell you something. Golf came out in probably the 1900s, okay? So it's been a long round from Sega. You never stand over someone else's birdie putt.
Dad has a huge connection to a huge video game figure since the 80s, Mr. Billy Mitchell. A lot of you listeners out there might not know who Billy Mitchell is. He's the long-haired guy. You might have seen him. He always wears an American flag tie. He's got kind of like a mullet. Kind of gross, kind of petty, but like either way, he's
Featured in Kong Fistful of Quarters.
yeah.
And I never personally
King
met him,
of-
but we went to this conference that Jeremy and Ryan and Danielle were, or I mean
Theron went.
Theron were
anyway,
at,
yeah.
and they were pointed out, hey, this is this guy that is good at Pac-Man or whatever.
He has world records for Pac-Man and Donkey Kong from back in the 80s. So he was there, just kind of had his own booth doing autographs, stuff like that. There's a lot of retro video games and pinball machines at this conference. But Ryan and I and my ex, we brought a video game that I had created, and we had our own booth set up. But that's neither here.
That was a fun time.
So
That
it was
was
it was a
awesome.
good 3-day weekend. By the way, guys, you can find that if you're curious. It is on the App Store and on it's on iTunes App Store and the Google Play App Store. It's called Camp Somersault.
Quit grabbing your dick.
That's SUMMER and then SALT.
Every time he
summer
gets
and salt.
excited, man, he just...
Anyway, so that's on there, and then also one of my newer ones called My Pocket.
It's his game controller.
Yeah, that's hard somehow. You got the bat
Talking
wing.
about video games, I got a little excited. So yeah, and then another one called My Pocket Arcade. I also have out there, so check them both out. Shameless plug. Sorry. Moving on. So I remember Dad's like, we're kind of drunk. We're crushing beers. We're the life of the party in this nerd hall.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
nerd hall, and we're the only booth that has a cooler under our booth filled with Budweiser. And Dad and Mom come up with our brother Adam and his wife.
It's basically like you're on tour.
And we're just like
It
on
feels
tour.
like
And
we're
we're
on
at this
tour.
booth and we're promoting our video game and we're just crushing Budweisers the whole time. And we go to tell Dad about this
That's
guy.
what we do best.
We're like, Dad, this guy Billy Mitchell, he's like kind of a big fucking deal, but they have this whole
To
documentary
everyone
where
in
they
this
kind of
convention within
Yeah.
50,000 square feet.
Unimpressed about video games.
Within,
guys.
within
Dad-
50,000 square feet, this is the biggest, most important person right now here.
And Dad's like, he's just a fucking nerd. So Dad literally takes one of our stickers that we're handing out for free, stickers that are plastered all over our booth. It's
That
very
sticker right
obvious.
there,
Yep,
right?
that sticker right up there.
On the back of
the
my
one that's
guitar.
obviously ours because we have a booth where we're handing them out. Dad takes it, he walks to Billy Mitchell's car, and he puts it on the back fucking window. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? So I run out there, I peel it back off. I slapped it on the back of my clipboard that I had there. So I still have the sticker that was on Billy Mitchell's car.
But what I want to ask you
What's he gonna
is,
do, beat
what
my ass?
in your wildest imagination did you think could have happened from Dad putting a sticker on Billy Mitchell's car? This guy
I put
honestly
it on the
thought-
glass. I put it on the
believe-
glass, not the paint.
He put it on the glass, so boom, no cost there. The second thing is, I thought like Rem honestly felt like the FBI would be up our ass within a matter of 45 minutes, and
I
he's
just
going
didn't-
to
It was
jail.
day one of the convention. We were supposed to be there for 3 days. I didn't want to get kicked out on
It
our
wasn't
first
day
night.
one. It was the second day.
Day
or something,
two,
but
okay.
It was day
but
two,
it doesn't matter.
but
What's that guy gonna? Yeah, I put it on there.
honestly,
what do you wanna, what do you
if Billy Mitchell even were to take Dad to court, I'm gonna be.
harmless prank.
I cannot wait to be in that courtroom because the judge is gonna be like, "What'd you do, sir?" This guy put a sticker on my glass window, and then Dad's gonna be like, "Judge,
It was a fucking
all-
1974
all
white
Dad has to
Pinto.
do, all Dad has to do is just talk to the judge for 5 minutes. The judge is obviously going to love Dad. Probably take away Billy Mitchell's accolades, give them to Dad right
Yeah.
there in the courtroom,
Yep.
just
Just be
for
like,
the
you
way
know
he's
what?
just cool.
And a couple bottles of his hot sauce, for free.
Yeah, dude. And he made you 51% owner
Dude,
in
I
your
took a
hot sauce,
sticker and I
Billy.
put
So
it
why
on
did
the
you
back
take
of
him
the
here?
window of what amounts to be a 1974 Ford Pinto
Yeah,
automobile.
and right before the judge is
it
in the
ain't
room,
like
they
he's
go.
got anything special he's driving.
The judge goes, "I think we have to all break for lunch." Mike, what are you doing? What are you doing for lunch?
Like, nope, I'm having some
Absolutely.
wings.
I wasn't impressed with the
I
guy.
think we're gonna have some wings.
Be quite
Billy,
honest
have
with
any
you.
hot
I
sauce
wasn't
over there.
He does look like
I just.
he does look like a world class
All I'm
dickhead.
saying-
He looks like a world class dickhead.
All I'm saying,
That's
Rem,
what I was thinking. I mean, he thinks he's something special. I was like,
if we were to learn a
playing
lesson,
video games.
if we were to learn a lesson
If
from
you can,
anything here,
if you can play a Gibson or a Stratocaster and put out some good licks, I might start thinking you're something. But
Guess
so
we
you
can
play
close the
video
file on
games.
that one.
My fucking
No.
kids play video games all their life.
Yeah.
before we close,
They're playing
the,
them right now while they're
before
sitting
we-
in
yeah,
the
before
booth.
we close the case on this one, Jeremy, just make sure that you do me a promise right now.
All right, I'll do you a promise.
Never buckle
Under the pressure?
of someone that has a world record in Donkey Kong or Pac-Man. Never buckle.
I don't.
Please.
I don't
God,
plan on it. I
please.
can't imagine a scenario where that would happen.
The pool was open all night anyway, so you didn't have to go home.
It was shrinkage. I told you it was shrinkage. Guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze, episode 2. We are just floating along the river here. We have one more
That's the
segment.
same thing, you know. You can't get all caught up in. Well, I'm 60 years old now, but you can't get all caught up in.
I think we're wrapping up.
You know, stars in your eyes. I mean, when we go to Nashville, if we happen to see Brad Paisley or
well,
Tim
obviously,
McGraw,
you're definitely gonna.
now I'll probably
That's
say,
a-
yeah, you're a pretty good guitar player, way better than I am. I admire the way you play guitar. Tim McGraw will be like, well, yeah, you can sing better, but you can't play guitar, can you?
Yeah, well,
I won't be impressed so much.
there you go.
I won't be like,
I think Dad
That
might-
don't impress me much.
that
Dad-
don't impress me
Dad
much.
just gets picked
but
up
the
on
shit
tours.
that Shania Twain dresses in impresses me a lot.
All right. Well, on that note, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to shoot some darts. We're going to drink a couple beers, and we'll be back for the final segment, so don't go anywhere. Ryan, what do you say?
If you're on the 101, 45 minutes, traffic will be lightened.
Yeah, there you go. That's your traffic update from
Is that
Ryan.
L.A., right?
Yeah, L.A. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Don't
That's a
go
little
nowhere.
west of us. Happy music.
Well, everyone, welcome back to They Call Us the Breeze,
I love me, man. Thursdays, baby.
live from the Tiger Cage. This is The Breeze, Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. We're here for our final segment, guys, of episode 2. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, man. We had a good time. We hope you had a good time, and we've got a little more show left for you. Yeah.
You
and,
guys on the 101, about 45 more minutes and let up.
I thought it was 45 minutes last time.
It's
Well,
always
you know.
45 minutes.
There was an accident in the left-hand fast lane.
Yeah, someone trying to get a
that they're trying to clear.
Yeah, someone trying to get a little
I can see
childhood
emergency
actor.
lights, and
Yeah.
they get the tilt.
Well, he was a
truck up.
hard-headed man, and he was brutally handsome, and she was terminally pretty. You know, so when you live life in the fast lane, it'll surely make you lose your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, I wouldn't want to live out there. Good job, good job.
All right, guys. Well, welcome back to the show. I have an announcement to make to Dad and Ryan and all of you out there in listener radio land.
You're getting married.
No, not again. Oh, Jesus.
I hope there's still fireworks in the courtside
That's
parking
so
lot.
funny. The last time I heard that, I laughed so hard I fell off my dinosaurs.
But no, I have a new son, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, congratulations, brother.
Yeah, as of Monday.
Can't wait to meet this little dude.
As of Monday, my new kitten was born.
Ah, yeah, baby.
I'm gonna become a cat dad.
Yeah, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, baby.
Let's give a round of applause for that. I'm really.
I don't know what that means yet.
I'm really.
He gonna have.
There's
a cat.
no punchline. There's no
There's no punchline. He's gonna have a cat.
No, so I
A stray cat?
My friend cat.
No,
funny
it was
enough,
just born.
My friend cat. She her cat got out and was gone for like 2-3 days and then came back. And we were all drinking by the pool one day, and I'm like, there's no way she got pregnant. They're like, no, she probably got pregnant, dude. And I'm like, all right, if your fucking cat got pregnant, I'll take one of the kittens.
Yeah, dude. He's
And
gonna
the
be
cat-
a kitten owner.
The cat got pregnant.
Where are you guys hiding that pool over there?
Well, yeah, exactly. So the cat has been born. The kitten has been born. 5 healthy little kittens. They were born on Monday. I have a gray boy cat.
Yes.
All gray, beautiful, beautiful gray.
Names?
Already the one in the litter that seems to be walking around. I went and visited him for the first time, and if you're out there in YouTube land, I'll show you a couple
God, look at-
photos here.
Oh,
So
you're
we
gonna-
could-
that's so badass, dude.
Yeah.
So we could
Look at
buy,
him, Dad.
we could buy that
Look at him.
pet-friendly dye
I'll show
since
Dad
it's
in a
already
minute.
gray. Put a little line of white, black, and then scarlet on it.
Yeah.
So that's your little
And
boy.
That's my little boy.
We'll
and
turn it into an Ohio State little cat.
I'm pretty excited, but here,
Because those are some cool cats in Ohio State Buckeyes.
Think him and Clyde will hang out?
yeah.
out there in
For about 5 minutes.
out there in Radio Land,
He ain't moving no more.
here's the catch about
I
the
just
cat.
grabbed him and swung him.
Here's the catch about the cat. I'm kind of nervous because, number one, I'm not. I mean, I like pets. Don't get me wrong, but I'm kind of a wayward soul. I go to the bars. I like to hang out. Blah blah. So that's why I figured a dog would be unfair.
Cat's perfect.
Cat's probably a little more perfect for that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. Also, I mean, I never have really loved cats. I'm more of a dog guy. Cats kind of seem like they
So it's like a
they
win
shit
you
on
over
you
kind
and
of
they
situation. They're very
fucking
sneaky.
hate you and they're little bitches and they're just little assholes and they knock shit over all the time. And then my third biggest thing is I have a hard time with houses that smell like pets. I'm sorry, I just do. Like once I walk into a house that has pets, I'm like, oh, gross. And the cat thing. Oh, if they pee anywhere aside from the litter box and you don't change that litter box often enough, that shit's going to drive me crazy when I walk in.
No pun intended.
So I'm going to put this litter box probably in my huge ass shower so that it's in the bathroom and kind of off from the rest of the house. I think I'm going to get one of those fancy self-cleaning ones.
Yeah, yeah.
You
You're
Now, are you gonna
you're
have
gonna
this
be
cat
so
at
in
home?
love with this cat
Well,
that
yeah,
you're gonna
this is
have
gonna
like
be
one
my-
of those treat applications where you can send a treat from send it.
So you're gonna
from
bring it
across
over
the
on
living room,
Thursdays?
bro. You're gonna be
I don't
like
know.
at
We'll see.
Noble Cross, and you're gonna be like, I'm gonna send.
Clyde
What's
will
the
be
name,
like-
by the way?
The name,
wanna play?
so it's going to be a boy. The name, because I basically custom ordered it.
Tom, is it a mate?
Before the cat was born, I was like, all right, you need to have one that's a boy, and I want it to be gray because the mom is
Oh, so
gray
you
with
picked
black
this
stripes.
one out. You
So I
one
was
per
like,
center.
I need a gray male, and I was like, this is what I need, And of course, they come out, and they're still very, very young. But Kat's boyfriend Taylor, he thinks he checked the sex correctly. He knows what he's doing. He checked it last night, and he thinks he found the gray boy. It's the solid one, no like lighter stripes around
It
the
could
side.
be an LGBT
And
cat, though.
I mean, whatever he wants to identify as is up to him.
that what you just did?
Yeah, I think I did a little of that. Whatever he wants to identify as is up to him. I don't give a shit. But anyway, yeah, his name is going to be Benjamin Rumsfeld Breachak.
That's so badass. God.
So when I get mad at him, I can just go,
BRB.
Betty, Betty, oh Betty in a jail.
I love it, dude. But honestly, I feel like Rumsfeld,
Feld, not Field.
Like Donald Rumsfeld, that used to be Secretary of Defense.
Rumsfeld.
with Dick Cheney. Yeah.
So yeah, his initials are BRB. I kind of
That's
thought
pretty
that
cool.
one through,
That's
yeah.
pretty cool. But
Yeah.
I do like that.
So I'm scared. I mean, already the little shit's costing me money. I emailed the property management because I want to do everything by the books. Gotta
$300
do everything.
bucks?
No, $99 pet fee, which
Okay.
is fine. I get that, and that's definitely non-refundable. I'm sure. $15 a month pet rent.
Yeah. I was about to say $15.
So I'm used to
So
like
you call them and say, I'm getting
Already
a little pussy in
cost
here,
me-
and they're like, well, ain't the first time.
they're like, come on, buddy.
They're like, how much you charging? And they're like $15. Or
You're
you're
gonna
like,
run to the whorehouse. No, I'm buying a cat. I got
So
a cat.
yeah, I got a little
dude,
Benny's
I can't wait
coming
to
around.
meet this little guy.
Yeah, he's
and
gonna
here's
be
the
fun.
deal. I feel like you would like because they obviously, honestly, just like
Clive.
okay,
Clive,
just
be nice
like-
to Benjamin.
Just like dogs, they really, really, absolutely take after their owners. They
Yeah.
really, really do. So
Well, I
like,
wanted
if you're
to
chill,
yeah.
I went over to a person's house one time. They were absolutely chill, and like the cat was the coolest buddy that it changed my thinking for cats.
Now here's why I'm scared. So I go over to play with them. Yeah, they're in a second bathroom. They've got the dog gate up because the owners have a dog.
Oh, that was
They're-
that big white dog
they're
with
in
pit
a-
bull
yeah,
looking.
yeah, some sort of pit bull. They have a little pen set up in the bathroom with a wireless camera that connects to their Wi-Fi, and then they can pull it up on their phone. So last night at the bar, Kat was showing me the live video feed
Dropping it to 62.
of all the kids, eating, sucking on them titties.
And your boy was just wandering.
yeah,
shredding a guitar in the corner.
So today when I go over,
No,
and
he's going over to the fence and saying,
Today,
come on,
today I went
motherfucker."
over and met him when I woke up today. Well before I came over to do pre-show prep, I went and met him, and I held him in my hand for a little bit. He is the size of my hand, and
So was Clyde. Yeah.
he was already, as I put him back down in, he's the only one that's walking already. So that makes me scared. He's going to be a little fucking runner. He's going to be running across shit, jumping up on shit, knocking shit over. But he was
That's
already
what Benny
like,
Rumsfeld would do. though.
yeah, Benny Rumsfeld would definitely do that. So yeah, that's that, ladies and
He's
gentlemen
going
out
to be
there.
reading Shakespeare
I'm
lines
gonna
to
be
you
the
like
cat.
So Benny Rum.
Dad.
I'm going to be a cat daddy.
So Benny Rum.
I feel like
he likes
Benny's
to
going to be
run
just hanging out
all
like.
over the house.
Or no, do we call him
Doo-doo.
Benjamin? And
Benny
then
Rum. We
if
call
we
him
refer
Benny
him as
Rum.
Benny, is that derogatory because that's his like
I don't
yelled
know.
at name?
I'm sure when I say Benjamin Rumsfeld, if he doesn't tighten up, he'll,
He's like, here, Dad, I packed the bull for
Benny
you.
Rum.
He'll
Already
know.
got the name.
He'll
Benny
know.
Rum.
Blow it in my face,
Benny
please.
Rum.
I'm becoming a dad,
Benny
and
Rum.
very soon, listeners out there, if you need to email another dad on raising and all the trials and tribulations of having a young kitten, I'll be able to answer some of those questions. But until then, we have our super popular listener submitted email section that we like to call Go Ask Your Dad, and there's only one way to get to it, so let's go, guys. This is Go Ask Your Father. First question comes from John, and he is from Tallahassee, Florida.
Hey, John. You poor
All right.
Florida State fan.
Yeah, sorry about
Feel
it.
sorry
bud.
for you. See this logo right here, John?
Buckeyes.
Top 5 always.
Buckeyes, baby. All right, so John writes, John asks,
Yeah, we're going to chop John off real quick here. John,
All right,
bring your
Ryan,
team
thanks
on
for
up
that.
to Columbus.
Sorry, I just got little boys that went there, so
Yeah,
shout out.
you want to.
You always
know,
have
you-
to say,
I know you got that Indian with the staff that you shove in
So,
the ground when you're riding
anyway.
that horse, but you bring that horse up here in the Columbus, and you'll feel what a horseshoe feels like.
all right, John, well, we appreciate you writing into us
Well, we
tonight.
love you, John.
His question is, what's the right age for the kids to start doing chores around the house?
Dang, good question.
And
5.
That's a hard pressing. Now,
5?
what kind of chores are we talking about at 5 years old?
I cut the grass when I was in third
You
grade.
cut the grass at third grade.
Third grade.
All right, when did I start cutting the grass? Probably around then, maybe fourth, fifth.
Probably at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon when I kicked your ass out of bed and said, "Come on, dude, give me a hand."
Adam's fucking genius ass went and got tested for allergies, and he was allergic to cut grass about 1 year into him mowing
He's
the lawn.
so much smarter. The
So,
older I get, I'm
I
like,
had
he is
to
the
be the
smartest
only one.
kid.
And I tried everything I could.
Nobody
Dad.
cut the grass but me.
Remember
Well,
when-
you guys did a little bit, yeah.
I did
but-
plenty, but remember when I remember twice I busted the damn sprinkler line that went along the side of the house out by the laundry.
And he's like, you're out of the bullpen.
Yeah.
You're out of the lineup. So now
One guy
it's
cut the
me.
grass. I had the other guy edging, and I was like, now, they hated doing it. They
I
wanted to rush through
swear.
it. I said, go along the edge of the driveway. Those sprinkler heads are this far from the driveway. If you
Boom.
hit one of those sprinkler
Snap
heads
it.
and bust it out,
Hey,
you know
wherever
what your
you-
next job,
wherever
you know
go-
what your next
100%. I had to do this.
you know what your next job is going to be.
Easy for
I'm
you to
gonna
say.
teach you how
to replace a sprinkler head.
Sprinkler heads. We're going to learn
And
irrigation.
can you do it right now if your life depended on it?
I could probably figure it out. It's not that
Well,
difficult.
it just screws in and screws out. So it's like, be
just
careful.
gotta have the part.
Take your time.
I think I seem to remember one time I cut the grass, and you actually, I don't know if you remember this, Ram, but you came out and you basically were like, bro, or it was either you or it was Dad, but they're like, why are you cutting so fucked up? I was like, what? And you're like, dude,
Probably me.
you're all zigzagging everywhere. I go,
Probably me.
and then later
There's probably
I got
I
diagnosed with ADHD.
I started
Okay, so
paying
guys,
you.
I can't dot the I in the backyard.
Remember that I used to pay.
like the
pay
one
you?
commercial where the guy's doing the
Yeah.
chalk for
he
the
used to
baseball
pay me.
game.
Yeah.
What are you doing,
I think
When
Carl?
you're working at Bonefish Tyrone,
A
right?
few times I paid Ryan to do my turn. Like, definitely.
Not
100%. Like, here's
yeah.
$15, dude. Just do it. I don't give a shit. I make money. All right. Well, John, I hope we answered your question as far as chores go.
Get your little brother to do it.
That's right. Get your little brother to do it. All right.
Don't
next,
have kids, John.
Next we.
Just kittens.
Ouch, Dad. I would cut Steve.
Oh, it looks like I'm crawling back up in your balls.
All right, so the next person
Good
we
luck with
have
that.
that wrote us a letter, this guy, his name is Chris, and he is from Columbus, Georgia. And he writes to Dad and Ryan, actually. All right, I don't know if you're allowed to do that. I don't think you're allowed to do that.
I'll give him some knowledge.
Lunchtime's at 1:30. Yeah. I don't know if you're allowed to do that.
So
Watch it.
Chris
Never
had to say.
skip
Netflix.
lunch.
I think you should leave. Watch it. Watch season 2.
Whose
Just came out
backpack
this
is
month.
this?
Fucking
I've been
watch it.
tripping
I
on
think
it.
you should leave with Tim Robinson. Watch it. Netflix.
Yes.
Go. Anyway, Chris from Columbus, Georgia. Not Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, Georgia.
Columbus, Ohio.
He writes, Dad and Ryan, what kind of golf equipment do you guys use? And are you guys any good at the game?
Nope.
Jesus, this is going to be a loaded question. Well, probably not. Yeah, they suck at the game.
We use clubs that have rubber grips, graphite shafts,
just
and or
describing
steel
golf
shafts on the
clubs.
irons.
Well, we
And,
know how to play golf.
What was what's his name?
Chris.
Chris.
And generally, we use
I
irons
hit-
and woods
I
that
hit
hit it out of
TaylorMade-
the bounds.
I
All
hit
right, Dad.
TaylorMade irons. I use TaylorMade driver, fairway woods, and then I have a Callaway degree wedge, and then I have a nice putter, which is a Odyssey. And am I good?
Fuck no.
I don't know. I shot an 80 about 3 weeks ago, and the week after that, I shot a
pretty
90.
good round.
So who knows? But what I will say, it's the best. I honestly look, okay, Chris, listener, I used to skateboard a lot. I really wanted to get really good at that. Jeremy used to play a lot of music, came across the
True.
board, so I used to really want to get good at that. There's not been something that I really, really, really wanted to get good at in a long, long time, and that is golf, and it is amazing. So, Chris, I don't know what you're playing right now, but one recommendation is go get fitted. That way you know how your club lays on the ground. You know the shortness of your come down. Hang out. I'll get you fitted, Chris, but the answer is
All right.
I suck.
Well, and Ryan, and add on to what you just said, I hope you get to be good at golf someday.
Aw, that's very nice. That's super
What,
sweet.
is he throwing shade right now?
No. He's
I
saying,
play the same clubs. I play.
Dad
I play-
does get one
I play
off. I mean, yeah.
TaylorMade woods.
But the big
And
deal
I
is
played. I play McGregor irons, and I have a Ram, a Tom Watson Ram putter from 1982-3 that I just changed the grip on probably 2 years ago. I've never changed because, fuck, if you can putt, you can.
I
putt.
will just add
Why
one more
change a
thing,
putter?
though, Chris.
And I'll tell you this: regardless of what balls that you buy at the store, Pro V1s, Wilson, Staff, Spalding, whatever.
Srisson.
I don't care if you spend $500 on a set of clubs or $2,500 on a set of clubs. The only way you're going to get better at golf, and regardless of the clubs that you buy, you need to go hit balls at the driving range and figure out how to
Absolutely,
hit it
Chris.
straight and figure out your yardage straight first.
that's where I lack in golf personally.
I told myself I wouldn't start buying clubs again until I break 80. So that's what you have to do, Chris.
All right. Well, Chris,
So I want, and that's kind of, I just started playing golf again in the last few years with Ryan here, with his buddies over at his work, and they need a guy to fill in here and there. and they were like, dude, you need to get some new iron woods or whatever, you know. So I did buy a whole new set of tailor-made woods, brand new, not brand new, but they look brand new. They're used probably a year and a half ago. Got them used online. I'm left-handed, by the way, so it's like not like I can play golf with all these guys and try their clubs and experiment with them because they're all right-handed. I'm left-handed, so.
But let's not to wrap this up. Let's not forget the most important club in your bag, and that is beer. That's beer.
That's
the most important club, Chris.
Yep, that is true.
What else we have?
And the club between your ears.
Well, we're running a little behind on time, so unfortunately, Kristen from Sioux City, Iowa, we're going to have to get to you next round, guys.
Sorry about it, Chris. Two Chris's in a row?
No, Kristen from Sioux City.
Kristen. Yeah. Is it a guy or a girl?
Sioux City.
Girl. Sioux City, yep. Good sarsaparilla out there. But you know what? We had a lot of fun tonight, guys. We talked about escape rooms in Nashville. We talked about annoying shit that might have happened because of your upstairs neighbors. We talked about unfortunate airport things. Tell your friends about the show, guys. It's called They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo,
we shoot
Sierra.
The breeze every
of course,
Thursday
like
night.
I said, we're available on all sorts of platforms, so wherever they need us, they're going to find us. Like the page on Facebook, facebook.com/They Call Us the Breeze. We're going to be back for more show. Dad's going to be out of town next week. We're going to see if we can come in here and possibly do a show anyway and get him on the line. If not, we'll keep you updated on that. And guys, thank you so much. I had a great time.
See you.
Don't forget to cycle your litter boxes.
That's right. Cycle that litter box, guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.
See you. Out.